Checking in one time for the one. You know how we do. Just trying to make a quick little video here about how I use Driveway to my advantage. Somebody asked me, he left a comment on one of my last videos. Want to know, can you make $1,000 a week? Yeah, you can. I might have to break down how you go about making $1,000 a week. But yeah, of course you can, man. But the reason why I made this video today is because right now here in Atlanta, today is Thursday, and my full-time gig as far as, driving trucks, I drive the dumps. We ain't worked all fucking week because of the weather, you know what I'm saying? Shit been kind of crazy. But I've been able to supplement my income with this side hustle that I call Driveway, which, I mean, it is called Driveway. Now with that being said, today, Thursday, I think I moved maybe 4 trucks all week. And I really only did this is my second truck today, so I did 2 other trucks between Monday and today. I took yesterday off because I was tired. And it was like a tornado. Some tornadoes coming through the city and shit was raining like a motherfucker. So I just took yesterday off, and the truck that I had, they didn't have to be delivered till the day anyway, so I could have took them yesterday during the rain and shit, maybe did something else today or whatever, but like I say, why I love this shit right now is because when the dump truck industry gets slow, I can just, grab up a truck, look at the load board, see what they got, and make a move, you know what I'm saying? And what I'd like to do is, I don't really take shit from the Driveway unless I know that I'm not going, 9 times out of 10 I'm not going to be working my full-time gig. And the way I kind of analyze whether or not what was going to happen, because I don't like to be in a situation where I'm stuck. And surprisingly it rained, or sometimes right now it was real sunny out, but it rained last night. So it killed the whole shit. Which is what's gonna happen next week, Sunday. It's supposed to rain all day Sunday, so I'm anticipating not working Monday, which would be February 1st. So with that being said, I went ahead and put a bid in for another load. It's picking up 495 miles to Millersville. I actually took a Millersville load today. And yeah. So, like I said, I look at the radar. Some rain will be coming in Saturday, Sunday, about 80% chance. So right now it's Thursday. I'm gonna go ahead and set myself up for next week on the Driveway, at least one day, because, I don't want to not have nothing coming in, you know what I'm saying? So lined it up for Monday, a 95-mile trip. And, I asked them, the load came in at $69. But it's 2021. I'm on some new shit. If you're an independent contractor, or if you're a Driveway driver, if you're new to the whole business, you gotta kind of work your way up. So I'm not gonna tell you not to take certain loads, but you still gotta understand what's gonna work best for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in one of my last videos, $100 a day might be good for somebody else. 150, 200. Whatever your goal is, what you should strive to get. You know what I'm saying? So being though it's 2021, The world is in a crazy space right now. Everybody's out here trying to get money. Trust and believe the trucking industry got money. You know what I'm saying? They got the fucking bread. And if you've done your research, you know how much owner operators make. I mean, you can make some good money. I'm not an owner operator, but being an independent contractor doing this drive-away shit, damn near like your owner operator without some of the maintenance issues and overhead costs and things of that nature. But like I say, 2021, man, there's certain shit. I've been doing this shit for a little time now, and it can be some times where you be like, man, it's some bullshit. Like, oh, you know what I mean? You might not be making no money, but that's only because you're not setting yourself up to make what you want to make. You're just taking shit. And when I say you're just taking shit, it's like every load ain't gonna be a good load. You know what I mean? Sometimes I might look at the load board and be like, damn, if I know like 10 people done viewed that same load, that means 10 people done either decided, it ain't worth it, or they might just want to play the weight game, wait and see. I do a little bit of both. But I already know how much I'm trying to really make. You know what I'm saying? Because I've did this shit. Some place you go, you gotta wait a long time for them to check your truck in, or you know what I mean? Just different scenarios, bro. So, I'm not telling you how to bid or how to count, but all I know is, man, certain shit I'm not moving for less than $1. You know what I mean? Straight up, like, if I'm not getting at least $1, I'm not going, yo. I'm not moving nothing. You know what I mean? It is what it is. If somebody else want to do it for less, let them go ahead and do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, even on short runs, like, sometimes you might get a 10-mile trip. I'm not doing that shit for less than $40, yo. I don't care. Like, if y'all niggas want to do it for 35, or if a driver want to do it for 25, more power to them, because, I mean, you're still getting, like, $2 a mile if it's $10, 10-mile run. But I'm not doing it, because you got to know the cost of business, yo. And it's just that simple. Once you get your numbers down and you understand your cost of doing business, because everybody's cost and expenses are going to be different. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's not going to be able to be able to use a tow vehicle. Some places you might not be able to get public transportation out of. Places like that, I'm not going to even fucking bother going. I'm not about to go to motherfucking West Bumblefuck and be stuck down that bitch for $500 or whatever the amount is. You know what I'm saying? Because say you take a load that's paying you $500, but it's taking you in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, who wants to deal with the headache, the hassle of trying to get out of the middle of nowhere, dog? Trust me, I done did that shit. I mean, I done went to Delaware, delivered a bus. Shit paid me like $800 from goddamn somewhere in Georgia. Went to Delaware for $800. And that was the first time and probably the last time I'll take it out that bitch. For the simple fact that it was hard as shit to try to find a damn ride share coming out of that Delaware spot. And it was just the middle of nowhere. The only good thing is it had after-hour drop-off, so I was able to drop my shit off after hours. And I really took a gamble on that shit, man, because before I even went out there, I did see that Uber was in that vicinity, but it was very few Uber drivers. So I just took a chance, and, it worked out. But I've also been in a situation like, I think I took a load down to Tifton, Georgia one time, and I think I was picking up south of Tifton, like maybe 30 miles of Tifton. But I was hoping that I was going to be able to catch a Lyft or Uber out of Tifton down to, it might have been Lucerne, Georgia, somewhere in Lucille, somewhere in South Georgia. But man, when I say I got to Tifton and I couldn't find a fucking Uber or Lyft to save my fucking life, I was asking. And I I mean, by the grace of God, yo, I was able to just holler at somebody, you know what I mean? I seen somebody coming through, whoop-de-whoop, like, yo, where you going? Yo, I need a ride, yo. I'll pay you a couple dollars, you know what I mean? And yeah. But everybody's not going to have that mentality, or everybody's not going to be, you know, a type of individual that's going to just walk up to a stranger and just ask them for a fucking ride. I mean, shit, I'm from Baltimore, and we stick out our finger like this and we hack, yo. We hack. So, you know what I mean? It ain't nothing that, for me at least, because it was either that or I didn't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, I was going to have to call a cab. And that cab was going to cost me way more money than a fucking Lyft or Uber. So thankfully, yo, you know what I mean? I ran into an OG, man, old head down there, you know what I mean? A tree cutting guy, yo, was cool as shit, man. Gave me a lift. I probably paid you like $20 to get to, I think it was Lucille, Georgia, somewhere down that. But yeah, man. So certain shit I'm not going to take. And when it comes to just trying to supplement your income, I guarantee February 1st I'm not going to be probably driving a dump truck unless the weather changes. And if it changes, I'm going to keep my eye on that shit. So like come Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to watch the weather, I'm going to watch the radar, see if anything changed. If it changes, then I got an option. I can either still take the truck on Monday, or I could push my time back, let my dispatcher know, hey, I might need to move the truck. I can't deliver until Tuesday or Wednesday, what have you. Sometimes they'll be cool with that, sometimes they won't. They probably won't be cool with this one, considering that these trucks been on the board for a minute. And I'm sure they probably wanted me to deliver that bitch before the end of the month, because they had like 10 of them joints on there. And I mean, you know, I wasn't really pressed. Just to tell you the truth, like I say, man, this is a part-time gig. I supplement my income. But you can make good money doing it if you want to do it full-time. I mean, hell, the load I'm taking out to Millersville on Monday is paying $1.50. 95 miles. I mean, you do the fucking math. It ain't like it's all that. It ain't a shitload of money. I know that. But it literally took me an hour and maybe 30 minutes today. And depending on what time of day you shoot out there, I mean, hey, round trip, it took me 3 hours. So 153 hours. I could do 2 of them bitches in a day. That's 300. I mean, if I want to get my wife back in the game and have her drive, you know, so forth and so forth, you do the fucking math. I mean, and I say all that to say, to answer the one of my viewers' question about can you make $1,000 a week? You can make whatever you want, bro. I mean, like I said, I had 4 trucks. I could drop 4 trucks in a day. I planned on doing 3 in a day, but like I said, it's all about when you start, bro. I mean, a Millersville truck, you ain't always gonna get the $1.50 or whatever you want. It just all depends. Depends on if it's being fueled or not. Depends on the driver, because truck movers or quality or Bennett or whoever you work for, your dispatchers, they gotta know you're a good driver. They gotta know you're gonna deliver the shit on time. And you know, it is what it is. I mean, I didn't start out getting, you know, the rate that I'm getting now and all that shit. I just been in the game for a minute, so it's certain shit that I'm just not gonna push it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna move that shit. You know what I mean? Y'all drivers, if you want to take the short change and take them shorts, go ahead and take them shorts, yo. You know what I mean? Shout out to my nigga D Entrepreneur too, yo. You know what I mean? Go follow my man D Entrepreneur. Yo, doing some shit, cause I was watching your video, he was saying the same shit. You'll be running for Amazon, like, niggas can't be just taking all these motherfucking shorts and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas got a whole firm to what the fuck they want, you know what I mean? Like, we the fucking bosses, yo, like, motherfuckers ain't gonna get that freight move without us, B. You know what I'm saying? Shit is not gonna get moved without us, dog. So, if you wanna sit up that motherfucker and keep on taking the short, or taking that shit for no bread or no money, you really just hurting the game, you're hurting yourself, and you're hurting the industry. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And if you want to make more, You gotta stand for that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Don't just take anything. You know what I mean? Don't just take anything. You know what I mean? Now, sometimes you might have to take a little, you know, take a little short if you're connecting to go to somewhere, or you might just have the guy down. You know, your dispatcher might ask you for a favor. Shit, if favor for a favor, ain't nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, don't make a habit of just motherfucking just taking shit for shorts and shit. You know what I mean? Taking shit for GP. Because then I'll be that driver that's like, yo, I'm not moving that shit. And then you gonna have your dispatcher or whatever, like, well, you know.
There's a 9-minute slowdown in 5 miles. You are still on the fastest route.
Let him move that shit. Because when that driver keep moving that shit for that little ass bit of money, and he realizing that his expenses or whatever is eating way into his profits, that's when you're gonna be pissed off. That's when they gonna want to leave the game and get out the game. And guess who's still gonna be around getting that money? I am. So if you're taking short runs and you're taking them bitches for less than $25, I mean, that's on you. Like I've been telling y'all, I counter every fucking thing. I don't give a fuck if that shit's going 1 mile. I done seen shit come in for 1 mile, $20. I'm countering that bitch. I don't give a fuck. I'm asking for 25. Nigga. I'm asking for 30. 1 mile, $30. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you, hey, you gonna take that bitch for $20 and they tax your ass, and then you sat in the motherfucking spot for an hour, and then they still taxing your ass, and you took a $25 1 mile run thinking, hey, I done did 4 of these bitches in 20 minutes and made $100 in an hour or whatever, and then you come and get settled in your shit like $35. Yeah. Because you ain't counting, you're not considering your expenses, the fucking fees and all that other shit, and you just try and grab $20 loads. Because you see that shit ain't going nowhere. But that's on the whole short shit. I know most of the drivers ain't trying to do no long short shit or none of that. You know, try to get what you can get. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not doing no short shit for less than $5. Period. But I ain't gonna make this shit too long, man. If you like what I'm hearing, if you got any questions, drop a motherfucking question in the comment box. I'm gonna try to stop cussing and be a little bit more professional, but guess what? I don't really give a fuck. I'm a driver. I'm out here dealing with a whole bunch of road rage and a whole bunch of issues from other passenger drivers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to maintain. You know what I mean? I'm trying to, you know, get the thrill back. You feel? Like just being out here on the road, 2021. Like I say, TM did me good on this last load. I just, you know what I mean, ran, put a counter ran. So if it rained, which I don't see it not raining because shit, the last 2 weeks I've been damn near taking the L. But, you know, it's all good, man. Why stress about shit you really can't control? But like I say, man, if you like what you hear, man, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, do what you do. And yeah, man, Fly Roadside guy checking in one time for the one. I'll holler at you.